Secret Wars. The multiverse has collapsed. A god now reigns. Hat 1, Battleworld the Void, day. A lifeless black ocean stretches forever. Floating debris of Earths drift like grave markers. Then, light. The crack of white energy tears through the void, and from it, Battleworld is born. A planet stitched together from fractured universes, hovering in broken time. Sagad Doom's citadel, throne hall, night high above the planet. Doom sits upon a throne of celestial bone and Asgardian steel. Around him, armies of Thors, variants from across time, kneel in worship. The multiverse is silent. Doom, VO. I did what your gods feared. I ended the chaos. I forged order. Montage. A world under one god. A Wanda variant builds reality from tears in space. Magneto and Storm hold dominion over the X-Zone, where mutants live in denial. Spider-Man, Miles Morales, leads a small band of rebels through a buried subway, the last remnants of 616 Manhattan. Reed Richards, 616, watches from afar, cloaked, waiting. Act 2. The Survivor's Int. Refugee haven under the shield wall. In a cavern beneath Doom's barrier, the shield, a small fire burns. Dr. Strange, bruised but alive. America Chavez meditates beside him. Captain Carter tightens her cracked gauntlet. Monica Rambeau watches the stars collapse through a tear. Strange, we don't kill a god. We unmake what makes him one. He opens a portal, a final gambit. Manhattan ruins. Night. Peter Parker, 616, older and scarred, limps through a ruined alley. Miles finds him, no words, just a look. Then they embrace Miles. We're still Spider-Men, right? Peter, softly. We always were. Act 3, Godfall Int. Doom's Citadel, Inner Sanctum. Reed Richards confronts Doom. There is no throne here, only the quiet hum of stolen power. The Beyonder core pulses like a heart. Reed, you built a cage out of worlds. Doom, calm, and yet they still scream. They battle, not with fists, but with ideas, intellect, timelines. Doom rips a black hole open with a gesture. Reed traps him in a paradox, but Doom shatters it, hurling Reed into a wall. The final fight. Montage. Miles and Peter swing across a collapsing fragment of New York as Thor's rain lightning. Scarlet Witch unleashes chaos magic, holding back reality's collapse for mere seconds. Captain Marvel punches through a helicarrier being used as a warship. America Chavez tears open a portal, exposing the truth of Doom to the planet below. Beyonder core, Citadel, night. Dr. Strange reaches the core. It's not a machine, it's alive, an imprisoned Beyonder, crying, feeding Doom power. Strange hesitates, then sacrifices himself to destroy it. The room goes white. Act 4. A New Dawn Battleworld. Day. The light fades. Doom is gone. His mask lies cracked in the dust. The planet begins to break apart, but not violently. Gently, piece by piece, returning to where it belongs. On Earth 616, skyline, sunrise. Peter watches Miles talk to civilians, now survivors. Carol flies overhead, guiding a returning continent into orbit. Shuri holds a child whose reality no longer exists. No music, just quiet hope. Peter VO. We lost more than we could ever count. But we kept the most important part, each other. Last post-credits tease space between worlds, silence a heartbeat, then two. Then a crack. The Maker, a twisted Reed variant, smiles from behind a new multiverse map. One marked, Earth Prime. Text on screen, the multiverse is reborn, but not all will survive it.
IT-2, The Resistance. Battleworld, mutant territory, dusk, dark skies. Mutant flags fly over twisted ruins of Krakoa and Genosha fused into one jagged biome. We pan to a balcony where Storm stands tall, watching storm clouds churn over Doom's citadel in the distance. Storm to Magneto. He stole our future. Now he fears our memory. Refugee haven, hollow earth chambers. Night. Deep underground, a dim resistance hub flickers with improvised tech. The core team regroups. Peter Parker, 6 and 16, worn but resolved. Miles Morales, determined. Doctor Strange, weakened, preparing a spell that will cost him. Reed Richards, 616, working on the Doom map. America Chavez, unstable, clutching her power. Scarlet Witch, haunted by visions of alternate children. Captain Carter, Shang-Chi, Monica Rambeau, survivors from other sectors. Reed Doom's not just ruling with power, he's rewriting physics. This world shouldn't exist, strange it doesn't. It endures through belief, break the myth, and he falls. Monsieur the Shield Wall, prison sector, night. The Resistance sneaks past symbiote-infested wastelands. They find imprisoned allies behind reality-warping tech. Deadpool with his mouth sewn shut, Hulk warped into a mindless gladiator, Black Widow, Variant, Moon Knight, Blue Marvel, a brief firefight. Strange uses a time lock spell. Deadpool signs thank you with middle fingers. Peter to Hulk. We're gonna need you. And the other guy. Int. Doom's Citadel. War Room. Same time. Doom watches from above through obsidian glass. The stars themselves bend toward his control. A young variant of Franklin Richards stands beside him, unaware of who he once was. Doom, I made a paradise. They choose defiance. Let them see what happens when gods grow tired. Montage. The uprising spreads. In Xtopia, Magneto turns against Doom, unleashing an EMP that disables his enforcers. Storm raises a lightning storm that knocks out one of the Thor armories. In the Deadlands, Monica Rambeau, now glowing like a nova, flies through legions of Marvel zombies. America Chavez punches holes through dimensional barriers, freeing rogue pockets of forgotten heroes. Interdimensional tier. Between Doom's realms. Night. Strange brings the team to the edge of a hidden tier, a crack in battle world where Doom's power can't fully reach. Strange, we drop the spell here. A blind spot, one place Doom can't see. We bring him here and end it. But the magic is unstable. Strange coughs up blood. Wanda steadies him. Wanda, you're not doing this alone. Old Stark Tower, now a ruin. Flashback vision sequence. Peter Parker walks alone. He sees echoes of his past, Tony, May Gwen. He clenches his broken mask, staring into a cracked mirror. In the reflection, he sees himself, younger, hopeful. Peter, Vio, maybe we're not supposed to win, but we don't stop just because it hurts. The final rally point, just before dawn. The camera pans wide. An army of variants and survivors gather. Spider-Verse heroes arrive through multiversal tiers. X-Men march with psychic shields. Thor variants rebel, throwing their hammers into the dirt. Even some Doom enforcers defect, eyes finally open. Read VO. You don't break gods with strength. You break them by reminding them they were human once. Two ends with a rising chant. The music swells. Miles and Peter stand side by side. Scarlet Witch and Strange begin the final spell. A single word echoes from the crowd, growing louder. Rise! Rise! Rise!
Act 3. Godfall. Battleworld, storming the Citadel. Dawn. Crimson light bleeds across a torn sky. Battleworld is coming apart. Above, Doom's Citadel floats like a mountain over the battlefield, storm-wrapped, glowing with stolen cosmic power. The Resistance Army stands united at the base. Spider-Man, X-Men, Guardians, Multiversal Warriors, Reed, VO. This isn't just war, it's reclamation. Montage. War unleashed. Carol Danvers blasts through a fleet of Doombots in mid-air combat. Hulk and Wolverine, Variant, tear through a horde of symbiote-infused soldiers. America Chavez opens portals mid-battle, disorienting Doom's forces. Deadpool rides a zombified Pegasus into combat. Captain Carter leads a ground charge with Magneto levitating tanks behind her. Doom's Citadel. Inner reality core. Night. Doom stands before the Beyonder core, now fractured. He clutches it, draining the last of its power. His eyes flicker, fear, rage, fatigue. Doom, they beg for chaos. I gave them peace, and they spit on it. A child's laughter echoes faintly. Franklin Richards, variant, watching from a mirror dimension. Reality crack, near the core, mid-battle. Scarlet Witch and Strange hold position near a dimensional fissure, the only place Doom's power is unstable. Strange whispers to Wanda, "It'll take both of us." But only one walks away. Wanda, "We've both buried too much to stop now." The Mirror Realm. Spotlight, Doctor Strange's sacrifice. Strange walks into the fissure alone. Time fractures around him. He sees Christine smiling, vanishing. A young Peter Parker hugging him after Titan. Tony dying. Again. He kneels before the Beyonder's chained echo, a sentient being of pure creation. "Strange, you want freedom? Then take me." He lets the Beyonder consume his essence. A cosmic explosion radiates. Doom's citadel, the final. Confrontation. Doom descends onto the battlefield, and now shining with raw chaos energy. "Doom, I am the final truth." Miles Morales is the first to stand before him. "Miles, you're just scared to let go." They fight. Doom nearly kills him. But Peter jumps in, webs Doom's mask, pulls it half off. Doom's face is human, broken, tired. Then Wanda arrives. Their spotlight. Scarlet Witch's final stand. Wanda floats above the battlefield, her hands glowing with red chaos. Her face is streaked with tears, eyes glowing. She walks toward Doom slowly. The battlefield grows quiet. "Wanda, you used my pain, my children's memory. Now I'll make you feel it." Her chaos magic envelops Doom, forcing him to relive every soul he erased. Screams ash. Silence. Wanda whispers a spell in Sokovian, a spell of undoing. The core, the final blow. With the Beyonder core shattered by Strange's sacrifice, Reed Richards leads the final strike.
Battlefield aftermath, daybreak silence. The Citadel collapses, the sky clears. Reality begins to separate gently, each fragment returning to its true universe. Peter and Miles sit side by side, masks off, just breathing. America Chavez hugs Wanda, whose powers are gone now. She smiles softly. Magneto looks to the stars and for once, doesn't scowl. New Earth, rebirth scene. A massive tree grows at the center of what will become the new multiversal hub. Reed walks through a council hall. X-Men, Avengers, Guardians, Spider-People all sit together. Reed, we don't rebuild the old. We start something better. Text on screen. Earth Prime, initiated, reality, stable. One last secret remains. Post-credits, The Maker. Deep in the void, a Reed Richards variant. The Maker watches a new universe form. The Maker. They made peace. Now let's see what happens when I break it. His eyes glow, fade to black.